I'm Heidi, and this is Healthy Lifestyle Group 15 Transitions to Movement, also known as Qigong F.I.T. We start with deep breathing and an optional TheraBand. We start with our deep breathing, all through the nose if possible. Equalizing that breath to be up to 4 seconds inhale and 5 to 6 seconds exhale, balancing ourselves internally. With each breath, we start to feel and connect our breath, expanding our rib cage in all directions and our abdominal wall. And as we switch our focus to the breath moving throughout our body, we start to realize how we can calm our minds. The hardest thing to do, calming our minds. And then we go into our warm-up. Slapping those hands, waking up our waist, our fingertips. And we swirl our hips, reverse, and as able, stepping a little wider. If you're not as flexible as me, that's perfectly fine. Try to figure eight those hips. Can be done in seated by just picking your leg up and rotating, drawing a circle. Let's reverse. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, reverse. Remember, here is fine. And our internal chi, drawing that energy up, releasing our toxins, fears, and angers with our waterfall. Hands up, gathering the goodness into our heart, allowing our heart to ignite our fire within. Gathering everything around us, filtering out what we need, don't need, and gathering in what we do need. A little sinking and rising, turning side to side. Again, making note of the good around us and cleansing ourselves with our waterfall, continuously circulating the good within, deepening our moves, allowing our sun to rise, our eagles to take flight, rounding, gathering the hugs, and sharing our hugs. Scooping up, piercing that cloud, opening our pathway, pushing those storm clouds out of the way. Into our warrior lunge, looking up as best you can. Like the deer looking at the moon. If your arms don't come up, bring them up as high as you can. Try and lift your heart. With Qigong and Tai Chi, sometimes we just imagine we're doing it. And drawing our inspiration from above, drawing up some renewal from the earth, bringing that into our earth. And then into our muscle changer, similar to what we just did. If you want, you can turn your toes in. Forward fold, flat back, don't have to reach the toes. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Forward fold. Now remember, if you have high blood pressure, half fold. And let's all half fold. And then again, with high blood pressure, staying here. For those who don't, let's roll up one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders. Paint our infinity circle, our rainbow bubble around us, stretching our core and our sides. And again, grabbing that energy ball, turning side to side. And then we do a balance element, so you can keep your foot down, holding your shield and your spear. If you're able, we bring our foot up to single leg stance. We then drop our elbows down like our tigers getting ready to pounce. We flare our elbows out like our eagles getting ready to take flight. And we hold our incense barrel. We take time to reflect what are the smells that make us feel happy. Then into our Kung Fu kick and punch, block. And again, we weight shift side to side, gently flowing like a loon gliding across a crystal clear lake. And of course, to be well balanced, we balance on the other side. Again, one side's better than the other. Hold your shield and spear. Drop those elbows down. For your tigers getting ready to pounce, flare those elbows out. For your eagles getting ready to take flight, bring those hands underneath. Holding your incense barrel, smelling the things that make you happy. Into that Kung Fu punch, kick, and block. That down, weight shift side to side. And then we do a spinal mobility, lately from a chair, as it helps those with high blood pressure to not have a problem. So deep cleansing breath. Press those knees open, flat back. Round your back like an angry cat, reach underneath. Flatten that back out. Forearms to your thighs, look side to side. Our neck mobility. Press one leg into the floor. And then we stretch our legs out. And for our lumbar health, we rock back and forth, wigging our tails. Bring those feet in. Press the other leg into the floor. Seated balance. And stretching those hamstrings. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. And then we move in to our coordination. So that's 3 open and close. Feeling that air come into your body, the magnetic energy within. And open, handing off your goodness, gathering it in on your silver platter. Spread your wings. Open and close. And we brush knee. We play our lutes. And descend our mountain. One open and close, and we stroke that bird's tail. We let our birds fly as we push our mountain of worries away. One open and close. And then we come back. waving hands like clouds, circulating the good within, and letting our energy gently flow, pushing those final worries away. And then we transition into our strength. So you can do it with no resistance, taming your tiger, holding that side lunge, and then we pet our tigers. And we pull our tiger's tail. And we have our tigers getting ready to pounce. And then our leaping tigers. As well as the other side. Let's be well balanced. Taming that tiger, petting that tiger, pulling that tiger's tail. And your tiger getting ready to pounce. And your leaping tigers. And let's repeat with our bands, raising the bar. So you can open that up if it's a full circular one. Petting that tiger, taming it, then petting it. Moving those shoulders side to side. Try and keep that back knee straight. Then we go into pulling that tiger's tail. And our tiger's getting ready to pounce. And our leaping tiger. And the final element, that we commonly don't do just because we don't have props, but it's an option, is from downward dog. And a shoulder push up. Then we put it all together into our 8 brocades, looking side to side for the good around us, spreading our wings, painting that infinity circle around us to protect us on our way, and looking for the good around us, holding that energy ball. And then we go into our deep sumo squat, the pivot and a punch. Open your fist, release your goodness to the world, gather the goodness in, back into your deep squat, pivot and punch. And again, open your goodness, gather it in, draw your bow and arrow. With that deep breath, let's draw it the opposite way and into our warriors. And as able, reaching down, flat back, dropping that band off, rolling it 1 vertebrae at a time. Gather all that goodness into our perfect prayer, pointing those fingers into our hearts, grabbing our love, some inspiration from above, and sharing that with the world Grabbing a little more inspiration, open your thumbs, gather your smiles from your heart, share them with the world. Open the pinkies, gather the smiles from the hearts of the world and bring them back into ours. Bow in peace and respect. Come and join us live on Fridays. Bye.